Hey, it's Natasha.
And Khalil.
And we are the co-hosts of
WokeNFree.
Thank you for tuning in to our 176th episode of WokeNFree. If you've been tuning in every week for WokeNFree Wednesday, you know that WokeNFree is all about being real and honest with each other and you. We talk about everything and anything important to us, you, the world, and nothing is off the table. This week, we are discussing something super fun and interesting and different. It's called 10 Words You Never Heard Before. But before we dive deep into the subject, guys, it's your favorite time of the day, Tasha's monologue. Woohoo! Let's get into it. 1, have you downloaded the episode on WokeNFree.com through the Podbean app? If not, please do so. That is how you show your ultimate support, and it's also how you join the conversation. Because if you have the app, then you can add in the comments, and that's where you talk to us. Every single week we do this. We want to hear from you. Make sure you do that. Now, if you say you can't add another app, for instance, on your phone, or whatever device you're using to listen to this, that's okay. Just make sure you're subscribed to the show on whatever platform you're listening to. So, for instance, we just got on, well, not just, but last month got on Pandora, which has been really exciting. So make sure you're following, subscribe there. Make sure you're following, subscribe on iTunes, TuneIn, Stitcher, Google Play. Of course, our YouTube channel, SoundCloud, iHeartRadio, Spotify. We're everywhere. There's no excuse not to be able to catch the show every single week. So make sure you do. Now, when it comes to social media, we'd love to hear from you on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, TikTok, Pinterest at WokeNFree. And then, of course, when it comes to sharing is always caring, absent when we share things that hurt each other, like racism, discrimination, any of those isms, COVID-19, particularly, that sucks. Oh. Stuff like that. But sharing WokeNFree, amazing. So make sure you get the word out. Make sure you're subscribed also via email, which you can do on WokeNFree.com, and send out that same link to what you get every single week to your friends and family so they too can subscribe and get notifications every single week. And then lastly, if you have 90 seconds, yes, 90 seconds, review the show, guys. Give us our 5-star reviews on iTunes. Give us a review wherever you can, wherever you're subscribed and following the show. So if you go to WokeNFree.com and you go to the listen tab, you can see the different places that you'll find the show on. And then you can, find the place that makes sense for you to review the show at. So with that, the floor is yours, sir.
All right. I'll take that floor and I'll raise you 10 words.
Oh my. Nice transition.
And the 10 words, how about we have 10 words that our WokeNFree Nation hasn't heard about?
Yes. Starting with our own WokeNFree selves. So yes. out of the gate for me, how we decided to split it was 5 and 5. And you definitely can find all 10 words in the episode at WokeNFree.com. So I want to start out with a banger, WAP, hello. I'm not talking about what Cardi B and Megan Thee Stallion were talking about. I'm talking about the actual WAP defined in the dictionary as whopped, or it could be whopped, whopping, whops. As a noun, it is used it's like an alternative saying blow or knock, which is interesting. And
that's good to know.
And so the thing about WAP is everyone knows the Cardi B and the Megan Thee Stallion version, but I didn't know that was an actual word. So I was really surprised to find that out, that it was actually an alternative to
this might have been used in cartoons, maybe, because they used to whop each other on the head.
Wow, so it has a different connotation every time I hear the word now.
Really?
But yes,
because I used this word when we were playing the online game.
I
use it on you.
Word in a very dirty way now. Yeah.
But I actually played these letters together.
Oh, okay.
I didn't know what it meant.
Yes, you.
I didn't know what it meant though.
Yeah, he's kicking my butt, guys. In what's that called? Scrabble.
Words with Friends.
Words with Friends on Facebook. Fun. So there's that word. Were you aware of that word before the Cardi B song?
Yeah, but only as an acronym.
Oh, okay.
And then now when I think about it, though, I may have heard it used as that blow or the knock. I might have. That's what's funny. But I forgot. But I was really young.
Yeah, for me that was a new one.
It must have been an old cartoon or some old movie where they said that. Because they've. I mean, maybe it was like that comedy trio. I forgot the name now.
Comedy trio.
The old black they were like, they did black and white stuff and they used to hit each other.
Oh, the bozo. Those people.
Yeah, those three people.
Mm-hmm.
I forget. Yes. Now I forgot the name. Now I'm really forgetting.
Showing our age, yeah, I know.
But yeah, I don't think like most millennials would know though.
No, I think now, unfortunately, the term has been, fortunately or unfortunately, has been co-opted for...
Oh, the Three Stooges.
The Three Stooges, there we go.
Yeah.
I think it's been co-opted for something that is definitely not a WokeNFree phrase, so we will not be saying it, but...
What's been co-opted?
WAP.
As
like, every time I hear it now, I think of what Cardi B and Megan Thee Stallion were...
The original WAP that I knew about, I heard about that old one from the Three Stooges type thing, but also... Well, in most recent memory before that song, I thought of WAP as the internet browser for flip phones.
Oh, interesting.
That's what it was called. It was WAP Internet, or the WAP browser. It was like this weird browser that it worked on the flip phones before you had smartphones.
Words have all these
That's what I knew about.
Connotations and definitions. Go ahead, WAP.
Yeah, see?
So there's that, guys. There's WAP. Now, second word that you probably have never heard of, because I know I have never heard of, was clinomania. That is an obsession with bed rest.
Oh.
Yes.
I thought that was like an obsession with cinema.
Yeah.
That's what I almost assumed.
Well, maybe because the L, if it was cinomania, then maybe. Yeah. But clinomania, if I'm saying that correctly, there's that. So that's one. That's interesting. Again, all words, you can find the definitions listed in the episode at WokeNFree.com. So make sure you check that out for yourself. Word number 3 that I've never heard of that really blew my mind was swivit.
That's a good one.
Yep. A state of nervous excitement, haste, or anxiety, flutter. Fascinating. Swivit. So what's interesting about this is it'll be interesting to see if we find opportunities or ways to use these words in 2021. I don't know where and when I would be talking about swivit or clinomania.
That swivit is easy though. That's like if you have a lot of swivit for the vaccine.
To take it or not take it?
Both. You're nervous and excited. Just thinking about it gets you nervous and excited.
Oh my. I don't know if nervous or excited comes to mind for me, but maybe for
you feel
others.
very swivit.
Now, word number 4 for me that I thought was really interesting was cryptomnesia, which is when you forget that you've forgotten something and perceive it as a new original thought. I've actually experienced that in life. Remember, we've watched movies where I was like, no, Khalil, we've never watched it. And then I watched it.
Oh, yeah.
And then I'm like,
I remember you've done that.
And we're like, wait, how did we, how did we know that new scene was coming?
But I remember there's a few times in life too where I would tell you something, you forget that I tell you, and you tell me it, and I'm looking at you like, I told you that already. And I'm like so upset that you're doing that because you feel like you came up with a brilliant idea.
But you're so trifling because you really try to put that in my face though.
No, because
like you didn't know that.
No, because how you act about it, you're like, yeah, I found this out. It was really great. It's like amazing. I don't know how come I'm such a great person. I'm like, that's so messed up.
Trifling.
But who was the originator of that idea?
Oh, okay.
It doesn't. I'll admit it doesn't happen often, but when it does happen, I have to stick it to you.
Oh, you have to stick it to me, do you?
No, like to let you know that that it was my idea. I'm not letting you get away with it.
You are so trifling. You are so petty.
It's like rare. It's like the conjunctivitis. I mean, not that. The conjunction. It's like the lunar, the celestial conjunction.
You're having a problem, I think. And you should slow your roll.
No, conjunctivitis, that's for the eye, but I'm not talking about that. I was thinking about the celestial conjunction. No, remember Saturn and Jupiter conjunction? It's like that. It's something that's like every 800 years I'm able to catch you with certain things.
I hope I continue to experience cryptomnesia, and I hope it pisses you off each and every time.
No, you shouldn't want to. You want to do that where it's like you think it was an original idea, but it's not. See, that doesn't make sense. I wouldn't want to do that.
Just to get your goat.
Because that's, I don't like, I mean, I don't want to do that, but I know you try to do it every 800 years or so.
Yeah, sure. Okay, sir. And then the 5th word that I found that was really hilarious was foofara, which is a great fuss or disturbance about something very insignificant or an excessive amount of decoration or ornamentation, as on a piece of clothing, a building, etc.
Oh, so during Christmas time.
Yes, there's a lot of foofara.
Yeah, see, that's good. That's good to know because you can use that every holiday. Yeah.
Yes, there's a lot of people who are suffering with that.
Yeah, that's easy to find in the everyday world.
So those are my 5 words for 2021, y'all. So what are your 5 words, Khalil?
All right, mine are pretty weird too. So the first one is, I don't know if I'm saying it right, fanfaronade, and that's somebody, or I guess someone who's speaking boisterously or in arrogant language. So I guess
people from England. I'm kidding.
No, but even easier, it could just be our president. Maybe he can be called that.
Oh, sir.
I mean, he can speak in that kind of language, arrogant and boisterous, to make yourself.
So people who are, speaking as if they have clout over others, even though they may not. Yeah. Okay.
Fribble is the next word, and that's to falter or stammer, and it's also meant tottering when walking.
What is tottering?
So that's like after a long night at the club when the women fall off of those heels and stuff.
Or when the men are stumbling out drunk as well?
No, well, it can be, because that's when they can stammer. But but it's also, the totter.
So it's when you're lit. Then
you don't have to.
Fribbling.
You can. You can. That's one time you can use it.
Okay.
You are now listening to WokeNFree.
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 A podcast that gets real and personal.
The next word is licorice, and that's something sweet, pleasant, and delicious. Also describes the eagerly, desirous, longing, greedy desire within us all.
So, being freaky or like hungry. And or both.
Well, but it could also just be cotton candy is licorice. It's very sweet and pleasant and delicious. Part of the definition
that was super creepy about it was the greedy desire within all of us. Like, what you trying to say? That we're all just like dirty freaks?
No, but I mean, we all desire like sunlight. That's greedy, right?
Not necessarily. But, remember, there are some people who walk around with umbrellas in the sunlight.
All right, yeah. I mean, I guess so.
Yes,
but I think we all desire like nourishment.
Not necessarily, but yeah. Okay. There's some people that suffer.
Now you're messing up.
No, but the problem is nothing applies to all of us as human beings.
Well, of course, yeah. But you say that, but of course it is. We all need hearts, or else that's it.
Correct, but that's not a secret desire of ours. Right?
I know that's not a desire.
I don't know if there's a greedy desire within.
Is there a desire? That's the same desire, though.
Because not everyone is a sexual being. Not everyone is a. It's just challenging.
But some people. Oh, I know what it is. Some people desire to have a desire.
Not necessarily. Remember, we've talked about that too. There's some people who have no want for nothing. Like,
well, that's why I guess this word has fallen out of favor.
Yeah,
because now you say it's so
licorice?
Hard. Yeah, I think licorice.
It is. I mean, it sounds juicy and kind of interesting,
but that's why you can just go with that. Cotton candy is so licorice.
Oof, yes.
Because the cotton candy is very
unfortunately
sweet.
My mind goes a dirty place, so I think of something else.
Yeah, it's not supposed to be that. When I think of that,
but yeah, that's cool.
Or his licorice manners made him, charge more for his services. But not for the but not for the services you're thinking.
Get it.
Not for the services you're thinking, though.
Get it.
Car service. We're talking about car.
I bet.
Okay, train service.
All the different things you can do in a car.
No, train service.
All the different things you can do in a train.
All right, plane service.
The Mile High Club.
See how you're not playing fair now.
Exactly.
All right, I'm moving on to the next word.
Correct.
And the next word is mammothrept. And that's simply a spoiled child.
That is disturbing.
Mammothrept.
Really delicious, actually. Mammothrept.
Because I thought it would have to do something with
mammals, right?
Well, I was thinking actually with like, what is it?
I was thinking
prehistoric elephant?
Oh,
mammoth?
The mammoth.
I was thinking mammoth. I don't know why. Well, actually, yeah, because mammoth is in that word. Mammoth.
I was thinking about something with mammogram when you were going through it.
But maybe it's based off of that.
Interesting.
Because I don't know what mammo means. So, yeah.
Hey.
Who knows? Mm-hmm. And the last one is yeks, and that's to sob, hiccup, or burp.
That one makes me want to do a
So some people yeks, you see them and it's that nasty cry. You can say,
I feel like
stop
when you say it,
me.
I want to do like a dad. Like,
but you can't because it's like you yeks if you watch too much Forrest Gump kind of thing.
Excuse you?
No, if someone's watching it, they could yeks. Like sob, hiccup, or burp.
I sob hysterically to Forrest Gump. He's throwing shade
No, why you say it's you? I'm saying other people, when they watch it, they cry. You've done that before?
Yes, quite recently.
Oh, all right. Well, you told me that.
It. So
that's not fair to say I witnessed it. It could have just been an occurrence. Oh, I could have, what was it? Oh, I already forgot the word.
The licorice or the...
No, the word you told me, the contemplate word.
Oh.
Not the contemplate, the word where you forget.
Oh, yes, that word, which is the...
it's the cryptomnesia. Yeah, I had the cryptomnesia.
Lies.
So I forgot, but I actually knew already.
Lies.
And then I came up with the original idea. How's it a lie? It's a mammothrept.
Well, with those 10 words, where are we at now?
Where are we at now? I think. Well, let's just do scenario time.
Hey.
Scenario 1. Chuichi is said to be a great magician since he is able to produce a coin from behind his ear, surprising spectators every time. Do you consider Chuichi an archmage?
What? Oh, wait a minute.
Wait, which part?
Wait a minute. So he's a great
he's great magician
who's able to produce a coin from behind his ear, surprising spectators every time. Do you consider what is an archmage? What
archmage?
What is that?
So that's another word that people I would almost have used it, but I've actually heard it in the past.
Oh, okay.
I didn't know it was spelled that way, so that's interesting.
Okay.
The ARCH image, like that's an interesting way to spell it, but it's just that means a great image. Somebody like image. That means a great magician. Okay. Somebody like Dumbledore, possibly.
Oh, or Gandalf. Yeah.
Yeah, those are archmages.
Ah, okay. So like fantasy things, not real people. Right?
Well, I just described somebody who that's what this question is about. Chuichi does like this special magician stuff. I told you that.
But a coin behind your ear is definitely a far call from Gandalf.
Is it? But
is it though?
but every time the spectators are amazed though. I just remember to put that forward.
You
every
need
time
to read the Lord of the Rings series if you think that
that's
in
fine,
any way comparable to Gandalf.
But Chuichi does this every time, and they're always clapping and they're like oohs and ahs. So
yeah, but I mean,
what does that mean?
Definitely not Gandalf status.
Is that going to be your answer then for this one?
Yeah, absolutely. That's a hard pass.
Okay, so for you like he can't be
Gandalf
an archmage.
was like defending and helped like with the wars and I mean.
But has he ever produced a coin from behind his ear?
I would ask you something, but I won't.
No, because I got to answer this question.
Yeah, go ahead. What's your answer?
Now, I mean, if he's able to do this every time and everybody's so happy, I mean, I think he is a great magician. Because if you can get the crowd going.
Is he Gandalf status though?
No, you don't have to be. But either way, he must be archmage because every time the spectators are happy. Like,
but
that's
the
pretty good.
Spectators could be like 2-year-old children.
Exactly. I didn't say. The scenario doesn't say.
Yay, you came out of a box 25 times in a row.
Yeah, he pulls a rabbit out of a hat.
Yeah, and the rabbit, you could see that rabbit in advance.
But no, you can't. If you see it in advance, then that's no good. But if he does that and people are excited every time, I think that's a great magician.
You're so funny.
I mean, that's me though, and I think other people would agree with me. To be honest,
maybe I'm a bit snobbish with that.
Yeah, you needed someone to like produce. I guess I don't know, like a lion in front of you would be something, or I don't know what you would take.
An elephant.
All right, so that's easy. An elephant trick, you can do that too. Or catch bullet in between their teeth. Is that an archmage?
Could care less.
Oh wow, you could say you would have carried like, hey, I don't care how you did
elephant?
that.
Yeah, what that elephant do?
That's messed up. See, Scenario 2. Janisha was playing a Scrabble-like game online with Sandy, but was mad it did not let her play Zion. Should the game have accepted that word?
I wonder where the influence for that question was, Kalal.
Why don't you seem surprised about this, though?
Because
these scenarios.
Were just discussing that. But that's okay.
That's crazy.
So this speaks to the idea of like acceptability or transferability of language, right? And so in our culture or how we grew up, Zion, I thought was a real word, and I thought that was a place. I mean, Mount Zion in Jamaica, like, or isn't that like talked about in the?
But the game we play, it might not allow like formal names. Though.
Yeah,
because it's kind of like if you play Daniel, it's gonna say no.
But if it accepts WAP, it needs to accept Zion, like to be that.
But WAP can mean so many things. That's the thing. There you go. Yeah, and not the acronym way. You know. So that.
I would say, unfortunately, the writers of all games are not going to be equipped to be able to satisfy every player of the game. So it is their prerogative to design the game as they see fit. And so it's not a wrong or right, or like it should have accepted it in accordance to our personal bias, but I could see an argument as to why it wouldn't. But, right. The Jamaican in me says, hey, come on, Mount Zion. Yes.
Well,
also in Matrix, Zion, the city of Zion. Yeah.
See, the problem, I think the game needs to accept it because I think Zion's the greatest mountain ever. So that's why I say just accept it because
Zion.
I don't know. Maybe other people haven't heard of Zion, so maybe it's not that popular. But to me, it should just be accepted, even if it's a formal name.
Now I want Jamaican mint tea. Good.
No, not from Zion. You got to climb the Zion if you want the Jamaican mint tea. I'm pregnant.
You can't ask me to do nothing. Nothing.
I can't tell you to move mountains or anything.
I'm going to be pregnant and I'm going to smile.
All right.
That's all I'm doing.
Okay, you can do that. You want to sit there pretty. All right.
Hey,
good job.
There we go.
Scenario 3. Oona wants to impress her family, who are all teachers, by dropping new English words whenever talking to them. Is this a good idea, or is there a better way to impress them?
So it could be seen as offensive with her family if they don't speak English or if they don't appreciate the English language. So that's one thing to consider, like just consider your audience. And then secondly, we need to not live life just trying to impress people and just one up another. I think that we just got to do us. So if she thoroughly enjoys dropping big words or English words, then she should feel free to do it, but she shouldn't be doing it to try to get like kudos from people and or like try to present an image of herself to her family members, because life is short, and at the end of the day they could just give her the middle finger and just say, go on with your life, like just go get some oolong tea, let's just move on. So I say no. I think that it's not a better way to impress them. I think that she should just stop trying to impress anyone and just like live her life. Just like cut that craziness out. How about you?
Yeah, I actually think this is a bad idea, and only based on the scenario saying they're teachers, because I could just see her trying to say some words that she thinks that are new, and they'll be like, yeah, so, and then they won't give her the reaction she's looking for, and then she'll just feel bad that she wasted her time trying to do this each time she sees them. So I think this is a terrible idea, actually.
I feel like her family would stop talking to her because it'd be weird. They'd be like, I don't know why.
Well, she keeps trying to stress the new word, too. Yeah. Keep trying to use it in different sentences and see if they try to.
So, like, there's other things going on in the world, like, and they stop being weird.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I don't think.
But, it is a point that sometimes, especially like since, we just all passed the holidays. Sometimes I think people look for like all the things that they can say during the holidays to be like, look, I got this new shirt and I bought this new car and and it's like, just relax, just have some, have a beer and just go like be in a corner and be still, love.
No, but she can't have a beer. She doesn't drink. So that's the thing.
Well, we're making assumptions now.
We are, based on the name. She doesn't drink.
That is wildly inappropriate. And we're going to keep it moving.
Wildly inappropriate. All right, if you say so. All right.
Yes, because we are at that time again. It is coming to the end of our 176th episode of
WokeNFree.
Quite the episode, y'all, discussing 10 words you never heard before. Will we leave you hanging for what our next episode will be about? Drum roll, please.
On our next episode, we'll be discussing, would you ever catfish your partner?
Oh boy. Make
sure you follow us on social media to follow along the conversation, and make sure you tune in next week for WokeNFree Wednesday to join the conversation at WokeNFree.com.
If you'd like to be a guest on the show, please submit a topic for an upcoming episode or just to share how you feel on our Contact Us page at WokeNFree.com. So that is WokenFree.com. Now, when it comes to social media, always feel free to connect with us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, Pinterest, TikTok. Guys, TikTok, YouTube, all that good stuff at WokeNFree. And then, of course, for any sponsorships or collaborations, best place to find us, Contact Us page at WokeNFree.com.
If you didn't already subscribe, please do share the episode and make sure you come back to join the conversation every Wednesday for WokeNFree Wednesdays. Remember, WokeNFree is more than a podcast, it is a way of life. Until next time.
And that is a word you'll never forget.